Farouk Khan alongside me. These David versus Goliath stories are what cup football is all about.
Well, absolutely, and you know, this competition, Nedbank, is notorious for giant slaying. We've seen it in the past. Is it going to happen this afternoon? Well, we'll have to wait and see, Mark.
Maritzburg on the left-hand side come with a significantly changed lineup for today's game. Obviously feeling it's an opportunity to give some of their fringe players an opportunity to play, and that the gap between the two sides in terms of league and experience is still sufficient for them to leave out some of their regulars and still get a result. It's a very young-looking Paarl United side making their way out onto the pitch. And a massive day for many of these players. A handful of teenagers, one or two from the Democratic Republic of Congo as well. But a decidedly youthful look about Paarl United. Their young skipper there, Odwa Nyuli, is just 20 years old. There's Simo Dladla. He'll be coaching Maritzburg today, hoping to take them through into the next round. They keep just 4 players from their last outing, which was a draw against Milford in the Motsepe Championship, with Slawula, Banana, Sithole and Nkosi remaining from that lineup. So a debut today as well for Patrick Ben Musaka, a Zimbabwean international, who they've signed in the January transfer window, and also for Ayanda Mchali, the former Free State Stars and Chippa United goalkeeper, who gets his opportunity. The gentleman on the left-hand side here is Edward Malunga Fiuka. He is the coach of Paarl United, and this is their lineup for today. No players with any experience of any decent level. Katalai wearing number 8 and Mudima number 14 are both from Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Their big star is number 10, Fuad Ahmed. He comes from Kimberley. And number 99 is Charles Zuobi. He is of Nigerian parentage, but born in Cape Town. A teenager as well, who they feel has a huge future ahead of him. We'll see how they all perform in today's encounter. So, what of the formations? Poor old Farouk Khan's had to do some real homework about these two teams.
Well, Mark, tactics are a little bit unclear, but we'll look at Maritzburg starting with a 4-4-2, looking for Sithole and Kiwuti to give them the width, and with Congo up front to ensure that they get an early goal, because when these games progress and there's no goals, the underdogs, in this case Paarl United, will look to capitalize. On the side of Paarl, I think Mark has mentioned Katele, Ahmed, Vakala as key components of this team.
Joseph Makobo is the young man in charge today. He's 28 years old, just had his birthday, and as you can see, Farouk, fit-looking referee in charge. He's a fitness academy instructor from Gauteng, from the Vaal Triangle. Decent crowd here today of supporters for Paarl United. The rules of the competition are that 20 players and 5 staff members are paid for by the Premier Soccer League, flown up. But what the club have done is brought the rest of their first team squad, an extra 7 players, plus a few others from their academy, and supporters as well, which is a nice gesture for what is a massive day for them. So Maritzburg underway. They are in the blue and white, colours you will know well from their time in the DSTV Premiership. At the moment battling a little bit down in the Motsepe Foundation Championship. 1 win in their last 7 matches coming into this game, but obviously the hot favourites for today's encounter. There is a decent wind which has taken the edge off the humidity and the heat here in Durban today, and there is also a forecast of some rain to come.
Well, immediately you saw Katale getting stuck in there. They're going for a high press. They don't want to give Maritzburg United the space and time. I think it's something that they're going to use as a tactic.
This is Mustafa English cleaning up at the back, also highly rated from Mitchell's Plain originally. first attack here from Paarl United, and that ball away. This club has a little bit of a double identity. They are Amar Academy, based in Mowbray in Cape Town. They bought the franchise of Paarl United, so they're still in the process of changing the name. It's a formal process you go through once you buy a franchise with SAFA and with the PSL if you're a professional club. And so they would prefer to be known as Amar Academy, but they are officially Paarl United until the end of the season, when they hope to move away from Bokweni, which is their home ground in the township in Paarl, to play in the Cape Town Regional League. At the moment in 5th place in the SAB League, the Drakensteen division in the Cape Winelands. That's Boerland to those who perhaps know a bit about rugby and cricket, the same region. Ball given away. This might be a chance for Paarl United to make some sort of impact. Pass inside from Vakala, not finding a man. Let's see what Maritzburg can do. The home side, they'll be back here for league action next week. The nomadic existence at the moment from Maritzburg. They were kicked out of the Harry Gwala Stadium after relegation. That's now been taken over by Royal AM, who are not allowing them to play at the venue. And as a result, they've spent most of their home matches at Sugar Ray Stadium in Claremont. Now the skipper at the back under a bit of pressure. Mueller does well to get himself out of trouble there. Tiwani down the left. Looking for Iziobi. Long ball in search of Ahmed. Will be cleared away by Maritzburg's Matlala.
Mark, for a team that's playing in the lower leagues, they look well drilled, well organized. You know, I'd have thought it was going to be a case of Maritzburg imposing them, but they're matching Maritzburg in these early stages. Still too early to say, but thus far I think they've acquitted themselves in the first couple of minutes very well.
Maritzburg not making much progress into Paarl United's half on the field. Possession lost there. The free kick has been won. The Congolese Katale. Now first touch for the goalkeeper. Quindisile. Right hand side, Yula. Cut out by Matlala. They are really struggling to hold on to the ball here, Maritzburg.
That's the way they're pressing them with that man Katale in the middle, playing in that number 6 role. They got a very good spine there with Izubi up front, and then two players, Vakala and Ahmed, playing as an 8 and a 10.
Quite a bit of experience from the DSTV Premiership on the side of Maritzburg, the likes of Kanana, Zondi, Konko and Corsi, all having played previously in the top flight, most of them with the Montville Golden Arrows. This is the right back, Caleb Jacobs. Chance now for Maritzburg to get something going with Zondi. Ball inside from Nkosi, out to Kiwuti. This will be the first chance for Matlala, trying to set something up. He made some easy progress there into the penalty area, maybe a little indecisive with the ball.
Well, the attacking third is going to be the test for Paarl to deal with the attacks from Maritzburg with the more experienced players. On that occasion, I think Matlala took a little bit too long to deliver his cross, but this is going to be the tester for Paarl United.
Ball won by Jacobs. Turn here for Mudima. Possession turned over. Really able to hold on to the ball. Eziwobi now chasers, but Ayanda Mchari, 36-year-old, he's just signed for Maritzburg. This is his debut. Former Free State Stars, Bloemfontein Celtic and Chipper United goalkeeper. Also a little spell at Black Leopards, has been out of the top flight of South African football for the last 3 seasons, but he's come into the team to provide a bit of competition to Dumisani Msibi, who has been ever present so far this season. Msibi, a former SuperSport United product, who actually had a game for Bafana in goal. Now Kiwuchi takes possession. That's much better from Maritzburg, looking to get some combinations going. Sithole, a little too strong playing up front for Konko. Katale on the outside, up to his fellow countryman Mudima. His first name Mudima is Rashidi, so you can believe they all call him Yakini. Now Konko, Sithole. Anna, 2 centre-backs, Sithole as well. I suppose the longer the game goes on without any real impact from Maritzburg, the more confidence the amateurs get. Paarl United, by the way, Farouk, train only 4 times a week, so physically it's also going to be interesting to see how they fare against a team who are quasi-professionals.
Well, they're highly motivated. You can see the energy levels that they are using. They should just be careful not to overdo things, but very aggressive in the 1v1 situations, Mark.
Kunisile now. This might be an opportunity as Bakala looks to make some progress. And they had the free kick. Won by Mukuyo Bakala from Guguletu. Wearing jersey number 15. So the man models himself on Dr. Kumalo. Chose his own number. Now the turn as Yobi gets the shot in. That's the first one in anger in this game, and they'll win the first set-piece opportunity as well. Corner number 1 of the game comes off Hlawula.
That's a fantastic opportunity for some of these players to showcase their talent to teams in the bigger league, or in the professional and first division leagues. Bakala being one of them. Katale,
Ahmed with a corner towards the back posts. Makala with a clearing header. Coming forward to take this throw in is Tiwani. That's a good challenge from Bakala. Now ball inside. Ahmed on the left foot. Well over the top. He saw the opportunity.
I don't think he realized he had more time than he thought. They win back possession here, and Tiwani there plays a brilliant ball in. Ahmed gets ahead of the Maritzburg player, but unfortunately just scooped it over.
Now chases on for Maritzburg. Konko comes away with it, cuts inside, has a look at opportunities. That's a good bit of defending from Mustafa English. Ahmed. They're really buzzing now. Bakala playing it back to Tiwani. Goalkeeper Noto. So from Guguletu. Clearance of him. Played in by the new signing Saka. Konko. Zondi with possession. Zondi looking to take on Bakala. Here comes the crossover. Dealt with by Mueller, the skipper. It was up. Might be a bit premature there from Mr. Jafta. wins possession. Sithole A now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first goal of the game.
Well, clearly they're not trying to motivate his teammates. A mistake that was made by Sithole A, playing that square ball across the face of goal. You don't want to do that against any opponent. Ball was intercepted, and yes, Maritzburg took their chance. In a game that was evenly balanced up to this point, 11 minutes into it. And naivety, I suppose, Mark, from a young team. Look here, that ball is played across, intercepted, set up, and there we see the pass inside.
Yeah, Kawuti played it in, laid off here. A lovely finish on the left foot from Chingi.
Picked his spot, Chingi, and struck it so well, left-footed into the corner, left the keeper there not standing.
Now the interesting thing is to see what reaction we're going to get from Paarl United. Does this knock the stuffing out of them, or does this give them just an extra bit of motivation? Can they fight their way back, or is it going to be an easy afternoon for Paarl United?
Well, I think with what I see, they're a team that's highly motivated. They're going to fight. They're not going to give up. You can see they realize that's just a little bit of a bump in the road. They still have a chance. One goal down in a cup game doesn't mean much, but it's important to ensure that they manage this first half and not concede too many.
Too strong for Conco. Venus Kadodia. It's part of the Kadodia family, of course, who own Maritzburg United. Two young sons maybe going to keep up the tradition. Their granddad Farouk has been running this team for many, many years. And he's ups and downs, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Cup finalist not so long ago. They lost to Free State Stars in Cape Town. That was probably their best opportunity.
Yeah, they had a good run over that period with Paarl Davids.
Yeah, he took them to top 3 finish. Last season, of course, Paarl Davids back again for yet another spell, was unable to save them. They went out in the playoffs with Cape Town Spurs coming up in their stead.
That was a bit of a disaster. At first I thought they would survive, but the playoffs is always very tricky.
Now Vakala looking to pass it more than strike it, well wide of goal. So Maritzburg have the cushion goal, which I think if you're a team 2 tiers above your opponent, you're looking for fairly early on. Now they'll be a lot more confident, and I think for many of the players who don't get a regular game from Maritzburg, this is a chance now to put some hard work in and try and convince the coach of their ability. Ziobi comes away with it, tries to strike, 19-year-old.
Ziobi there and the rest of his teammates need to be a bit more composed and not rush matters. They get into good situations and they seem to just be rushing it, and that's not good if they want to get back into this game.
Suku in picture there. Here he is again with possession. Started his career at Highlanders in Bulawayo, the famous club that Peter Ndlovu and the rest of his brothers came from. Also played with Caps United before joining Maritzburg. It's too strong for Zondi.
Well, the idea is that Tiwani is pushing a bit of a high line, and Zondi is trying to exploit the space in behind.
By the young striker, chase for Mudima, dealt fairly comfortably at the back by Banana. By Slawula. He was at Tongati last season. Had 1 season in the top flight with Amazulu, just 3 starts in his top flight career. Last touch off Makula, so we will have throw in for Maritzburg. Kiwuti. Lala looking to combine with Sithole. Kiwuti, of course, played for Cape Town City, was at AmaZulu for a while as well. United had him last season, got raved about him in the beginning, but then didn't play him that much after the first couple of games. Back for a second spell at Maritzburg. Jacobs to English. He took his eye off the ball. He's under a bit of pressure here. Keeper away. There is, you can see a fundamental difference between the standards of the side, the experience, and I suppose the professionalism that goes against Musuku.
Yeah, they're showing a little bit too much confidence, English and Mulu at the back. Sometimes that can bite you, so they need to keep it simple. Yes, you can say it's confidence, but confidence can become carelessness at the same time. But they're playing with a high line, that is Paarl. They're tempting fate. It's worked for them, pressing Maritzburg the way they have. But we saw the other night with Sundowns and La Masia, playing that high line can really cost you.
Yeah, it cost them 6 goals in the end. Seemed a fairly naive tactic. That gentleman on the left-hand side with the gloves, he's an AmaZulu man as far as I know, but coming here to support Maritzburg, I presume.
Yeah,
he's usually warming up. Now we see the full act.
Well, maybe he's following in the footsteps of Kuta, you know, moving around. I saw the coach picking him up the other night. One of the coaches, not Franco, one of his assistants.
Fun, and when you're young and you can come along to the stadium and have a really fun afternoon, hopefully you'll keep coming back for a lifetime.
That's nice to see young people coming to the stadium in numbers. They're enjoying themselves and spurring their team on.
Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. Hit with some power by Tiwani. Mudima, by the way, is back on now again.
That was a well-taken free kick. Tiwani there doing ever so well. It had a lot of pace on it and great accuracy. Didn't expect that, Mark. They seem to be surprising us, this Paarl team.
Let's see what they can do with the corner. We've got Kala to take it again. Windy out there now all of a sudden. I think might be the portent of some rain to come. Out comes in Charlie, didn't come close. Paarl United ball.
Looks like a long throw here coming.
This will be taken by Caleb Jacobs. Charlie underneath it, collects it fairly comfortably. Now looking to get Maritzburg going. This is much better. Konko on the right-hand side. Plenty of pace as they surge forward. Looking up front for Nkosi. It's Paarl United ball. Against Musaka.
Well, they're competing. Here we see Zobi going up against Musaka, and they're no slouches. In fact, from a physical point of view, they're competing with this Maritzburg team, and they're matching them pound for pound.
looking for Nkosi up front. Finds Kawuti. He sizes up his options. There's quite a bit of running down the left-hand side. Straight through the middle here. Keeper needs to come out. Does so quickly. That'll be a throw in for Maritzburg. Turn. Now Konko across the face. The shot comes in, blocked by the skipper. Struck with some power there by Zondi. Kawuti gets the touch in. Maritzburg have the ball back. A lot sharper now. Maritzburg started a little bit slowly. Foul on Konko.
Tiwani there, ensuring that Konko doesn't progress that attack, but some good interplay, good dummy, and there we see the tackle. Not holding back this Paarl United team. He's getting stuck in, Mark.
We spent 5 seasons with the Lamont Golden Arrows in the top flight of South African football. 6, in fact. Sub appearance last season for Golden Arrows, so moving on now for a new lease of career. 27-year-old at Maritzburg. Bring the striker back to help with some of the defensive duties. So far, only 2 teams on the second tier from the Motsepe Foundation Championship have booked their place in the next round. Hungry Lions plus Amataksu beat Cape Town Spurs. Spurs are the only team from the top flight who have lost to a lower league side. Usually we expect 1 or 2 upsets, but I don't think Amataksu beating Cape Town Spurs can be described as an upset, so it is the only match where we've seen a team from a lower league beat one from a league higher than them. We will have in the draw for the next round tomorrow a very strong representation of teams from the top flight. So far 9 have flew. We might by the end of this evening have 11. We do expect so. Chippa United and Kaizer Chiefs are the last 2 yet to book their place. Flags up here.
Izobi. I think he just drifted offside, Mark.
Supporters from Cape Town have made the trip. English gets a good strong challenge in there. Somebody's been up and down this right-hand side. Konko looking for a gap. Can he get it square? 3 defenders on him. Oh, that's good skill, very cleverly done, and wins the corner.
Clearly using his experience there and winning the corner of Tiwani. They're trying to exploit this right-hand side, the left side of Paarl United. That's where the goal came from.
First corner of the game for Maritzburg. Konko will take it fairly low and looking for the touch in there from Slawula. I think Kawuti might have got in his way.
You can see why this team has done so well. Paarl United, very confident sets of players there, good in the tackle, good in 1v1 situations, and they want to compete.
Simo Dladla in picture. He's just completed his CAF A license, did it with the Botswana FA, along with the likes of Fabian McCarthy, with Yeye, Niluele Tselonyane, and Surprise Morire. Several South Africans who went to Botswana course there. They've just started offering it again in South Africa. The likes of Eric Tita and Steve Barker, Gavin Hunter doing it at the moment. Charlie will collect comfortably. Simo Dladla now has his CAF A license, so he is able to coach in intercontinental competition. Should Maritzburg go all the way and win the Nedbank Cup, book a place in next year's African Confederation Cup, he will be allowed to sit on the bench.
Yeah, you're allowed to dream, Mark. It's a couple of dreams. Will it happen? Well, with the teams that have qualified, it's going to be a bit of a mountain to climb.
It's quite a strong second round lineup that we have coming up on the draw tomorrow at 6 p.m. From Supersport Studios. Amazulu through, Sundowns, Morocco Swallows, Orlando Pirates, Richards Bay, Sekhukhune, Stellenbosch, TS Galaxy, Supersport United. We expect Chiefs and Chipper United to join that lot, which means only Cape Town City, Cape Town Spurs, Golden Arrows, Polokwane City and Royal AM are out. Only 5 of the top flight 16. And that's only because we had so many draws with teams from the DSTV Premiership pitted against each other. Not sure we've had as strong a potential second round lineup as there is looming for tomorrow's draw. There's 2 other matches on at the moment, by the way. Chipper playing away in Uppington as a team called NC Professionals, who have made it to the first round twice previously, and then the General against Maditas, 2 ABC Motsepe sides from the 3rd tier of South African football, meeting in Bloemfontein. Chiefs playing Milford at 6 p.m. That's the last game of the first round, and that's of course live on your World Champions from Soccer City tonight. Good strength here. This is the goal scorer. No way through for Chingi. Kiwuti, Nkosi. Definitely a shove in the back on Chingi from Katale.
Katale taking no prisoners. Kala taking a little bit too long on the ball, was dispossessed.
Konko.
Very high intensity game, it's never let up from the first minute. We've seen these two going at each other.
Yes, Nkosi now gets past one challenge, battling here with English. Is this a corner? Confirmation from linesman Jafta.
English taking a bit of a knock there. Solid young defender, never giving up. I think there it was. Took a bit of a knock on the ankle there.
They call him the principal, English. He's the one who does all the talking at the back and dictates matters. Maritzburg looking to make it 2 now. Good strong running in that danger zone. Ahmed now. We haven't seen much from the man that his teammates call Messi. He's got the 10 on his back. He gives possession away there. Every team's going to have a Messi these days.
Yeah.
Ooh, Charlie got caught late there. Lost his boots as well. Eziobi might be in a bit of trouble here.
Eziobi is a player with great stature there.
It's a 19-year-old and a 36-year-old. Do we call this abuse of the aged?
Yeah, I think it's disrespect from Eziobi. I think the coach mentioned we respect the team off the field, but on the field, we're not going to give them any respect. We're going to take the game to them. And I think besides that early error that we saw from Paarl United, they've done fairly well.
Has had 2 games since the 6-week break for the AFCON, 2 draws for Maritzburg. The season there have been several games where they've been leading and they've conceded in the closing stages of matches, which have seen them drop a lot of vital points. They're down in 11th spot, but you just need a a run of 3 or 4 wins in a row in this Motsepe Foundation League, and suddenly you're back in contention amongst the promotion candidates. And Maritzburg do believe that they've got that in them, that they might get a decent run together and be able to be up there come the end of the season, even look for automatic promotion, which of course is only guaranteed to the team that wins the Motsepe Foundation.
There you see the experience from Sithole versus the inexperience from Jacobs. Just held out the ball enough and forced the foul. And I suppose this young man Jacobs will learn those tricks as he progresses. Look at it. Just shields the ball and allows Jacobs to come through him.
He's only 20, Jacobs. They've actually converted him from a centre back into a right back.
I suppose a good idea. He's not the tallest of players. Maybe the right back will suit him better.
Sithole is at 11 starts this season for Maritzburg, so amongst their more regular players. The wind now is really beginning to have some effect. You saw that kick almost held up there and allowing a good clearing header from Yulu.
Well, that should benefit the team from Paarl. Lots of wind in that part of the world.
One thing about Paarl, it is super hot when it is summertime. It sits in the valley there. They bake. Paarl United have had some friendlies against some of the big boys in the Cape recently. Played one game against Cape Town Spurs' senior side. They've taken on the DDC team from Stellenbosch and from Cape Town City. The ABC Motsepe team of Cape Town City as well. Enjoyed an opportunity for an invitation. Comes and they'll of course have a bigger profile now after making the first round of the Nedbank Cup. Ball inside from looking for Konko, and then the shot. Not enough power really from Nkosi, but he was the one who set it all up.
Some exciting interplay there. Great movement of the ball from Maritzburg in their build-up play.
Now Nkosi again, and ball. Nkosi spent the last 3 seasons at Golden Arrows. This campaign, 2 goals in 5 games for Maritzburg. Suku. Here for Kewuti, who's wearing the captain's armband. No, set-piece opportunity for the amateurs from Paarl. Is this a chance for them to get themselves onto the score sheet? Level matters. We've got 10 minutes to the break here.
Well, they have a bit of height in Izobi as well as Katale, Bakala in the box as well.
It's a high ball, it's curling, and it's away for a goal kick. Influenced a little bit by the wind as well. They return to the league, or whether CB will return to being the first choice. This is English back to his goalkeeper.
Very composed there, English. Didn't just move the ball out. waited. Very impressive from this SAB team. They are not a team that panics, even though they're playing in the lower league.
Find themselves fifth in the table at the moment in their Saarbrücken Drakenstein Regional League. 28 points. They are 10 behind the leaders, but they have 3 games in hand because of all of their progress in the Nedbank Cup. They've got a bit of catching up to do with their league program. Their ambition is to win and try and push forward into the ABC Motsepe League, which is the next tier above them.
Speaking to the coach, he mentioned their main objective is to get promoted, but they see this as a step in that direction. So yeah, good for them. I think they've had a good season.
Sithole looking for Corsi inside. Challenge there from Musungu. There's no lack of support here for Paarl United. Must be a good motivator. You've come this far and you can hear your own fans and colleagues, teammates cheering from the stands. Do with the goal though. It's a real contest.
It's been an entertaining 37 minutes we've witnessed, and never a dull moment, end-to-end stuff. Be nice to see Paarl can get on the score sheet and turn this cup into something really special.
Now the way this Nedbank Cup works, 32 teams in the first round, half of them are from the DSTV Premiership, automatic entry at this stage of the competition. 8 places for the teams from the next tier down, the Motsepe Foundation Championship. So they play a preliminary round to knock half of them out. Maritzburg beat Black Leopards in December to book their place in the first round. But when you're playing in the 4th tier, the SAB League in the regions, it's taken 8 matches for Paarl United to get this far. Several of them won on penalties, so they've scraped their way through. Was that a penalty? Referee says yes. And it looks as if it's Kalumbai again who's given it away.
Well, I think it's a simulation.
Simulation, no penalty, yellow card.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't much in it, and good refereeing there. Did you say it was a school principal?
Fitness instructor.
Fitness instructor, okay. Well, good refereeing. You know, normally we see simulation and he just allows play on. He's done ever so well. You give a booking there. You see, he goes down too easily. You can see Katale clearing the ball, missing him completely. Slightest of touches, and look at the referee, well positioned.
He did point though to the spot, so he sold us a bit of a dummy up here. But
yeah. I thought at first it was a penalty as well. But when I saw the player from Paarl United clapping, I realized that was simulation.
Here's Yorbi. Well, that's some relief, I would suspect, for Paarl United. Let's see their reaction. Nowhere through for Tiwani.
Yeah, he felt the brunt of that tackle against an experienced Maritzburg campaigner. He says, young man, welcome. Welcome to the big league.
Did you see afterwards, he wanted a hand up from Konko, who just looked at him.
Just looked at him. There's no handouts here, my man. You're coming here to play.
5 minutes now to the break. Here comes the throw in from Tiwani, a long one too, looking for the flick on. Taken away by Zondi. Jacobs has it. Looking for Ahmed. Matlala. Sithole to his left. Sithole now. Running into the wind. Matlala keeps his run going. Can he get it square? This might be a chance here. Scuffed by Chingi. Looking for his second of the game. And wide a goal.
Yeah, the ball was bouncing very awkwardly. Matlala playing the ball. It comes off a Paarl player, a Chingi this time. Just didn't get enough on it.
Maritzburg looking for a second before the break. No way through for Konko. Kalambai with a clearance. Sithole, excuse me. The main patron of this Paarl United side is a lady originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Mrs. Kandawa. There's one of her sons on the bench for today's game. There are many members of the Congolese community in Cape Town who also help sponsor the side and pay for some of the costs. So it's a good mix of locals from Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Konko, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. There was he wasn't running onto it, but he got some great power into it.
Got some great power from a standing position, and the keeper from one moment didn't look like he was going to get to it, but Noto extending his arms and just getting enough to redirect the ball away from his goal.
That's a spectacular save in the Itumeleng Kune class. Now Kiwuti, left foot. Sithole clears it at the second attempt and has a real go at his defenders as well.
Yeah, but initially he was the culprit there. He's just passing the blame on to English. He should have just cleared the ball or played out of defense, but caught in possession.
Tiwani to Vakala. Switching play, looking for Ahmed. Ahmed went to Cape Town from Kimberley for a trial. He actually stays at the house of the club owner who look after him in terms of accommodation, such as his star status at the club. A little overawed in today's game, stuck away a little bit on that right-hand side.
I just think the physicality of the game has inhibited it a bit. We spoke about the false wing, and that player, if you want to think of who he is, it's Vakala, always drifting to the side.
Skipper's done well. Eula, 20 years old. There's Ahmed.
Got a bit of a free roll, Vakala. Just watch him moving across the field, constantly looking for the ball.
Minute to be added on. We're here at the end of 45. That's a little bit too strong for Jacobs. Throw into Maritzburg, who will be hoping to go into the break with that one-goal lead. Not seen much from this man up front, Mudima. He'll be 32 in April. He's very much the senior citizen of a very young side, club captain. Not captain today on the pitch.
He hasn't done very much. I think in comparison, Izubi has stood out, Vakala has stood out, Ahmad, Sithole, they've really done excellently in that midfield.
Jacobs to English. English again. Ahmed. Tiwani cleaning up all the time and setting things away. Vakala out of play, says the linesman.
He's their offensive weapon. He's a player that can turn this game in the favor of Paarl if there's anything to go by.
Under a minute to go before the half-time break. Let's look at that goal scored by Chingi. There he is, down the line for Konko. Waiting in the middle is Nkosi. He's toying with English and with Vakala. I'll be happy just to see time out now. Zondi inside, possession away. All the way back by Kanana to Charlie. Zondi now. Ponko. And just playing with these Paarl United players. Halftime whistle comes from our referee today, Joseph Makubo. Gives us an opportunity to ask Farouk Khan what he's thought of the first half.
Well, I think it started like a house on fire. Paarl surprised me personally, coming out and not holding back. But it's that mistake that defines the scoreline. I still believe that they still have an opportunity. Mark coming out the second half. Haven't been an embarrassment to the league that they play in. Has done absolutely marvelously this afternoon.
The one goal from Chingi separating these two sides. It came in the 12th minute of the game. As long as there's just a one-goal difference here, Paarl United might still believe they have the opportunity to create an upset and book a place in the next round of the Nedbank Cup. 1-0 at half-time for the home side. Wins possession. Sithole now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first goal of the game.
Well, clearly they're not trying to move. Naivety, I suppose, Mark, from a young team. Look here, that ball is played across, intercepted, set up, and there we see the pass inside.
Yeah, Kawuti played it in, laid off here. A lovely finish on the left foot from Chingi.
Picked his spot, Chingi, and struck it so well. Left-footed into the corner, left the keeper there not standing.
Wins possession. Sithole now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first goal of the game. He wins possession. Sithole now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. He wins possession. Sithole now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first goal of the game.
Well, clearly they're not trying to motivate these teammates. A mistake that was made by
Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first. Tiwani wins possession. Sithole A now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly stuck away. Chingi will claim the first goal of the game. Tiwani wins possession. Sithole A now. That's a bad pass, and they might be able to profit from this. Maritzburg, Kawuti inside, laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener. Expertly laid back, the shot and the goal. Maritzburg have the opener.
Spurring the team on.
Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. Hit with some power by Tiwani. Mudima, by the way, is back on now again.
That was a well-taken free kick.
Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. Hit. Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. Hit. Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner.
Spurring the team on.
Right, let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away. Let's see what they can do with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. Hit with this free kick opportunity. Not a bad effort, and Charlie turns it away for a corner. It's a good mix of locals from Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. He wasn't running onto it, but he got some great power into it.
Got some great power from a standing position, and the keeper from one moment didn't look like he was going to get to it, but Noto extending his arms and just getting enough to redirect the
mix of locals from Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of mix of locals from Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. He wasn't running onto it, but he mix of locals from Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header. Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. He wasn't running onto it, but he got some great power. Cape Town and some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header. And, some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. He wasn't running onto it, but he got some great. Some of the migrant community. Now, Conco, good save! That was a static header in the sense of he just stood there. He wasn't running onto it, but he got some great. Welcome back everyone to Princess Magogo Stadium, KwaMashu. It is Maritzburg from the second tier of South African football, the Motsepe Foundation Championship, up against fourth tier Paarl United, who are making a change here at the start of the second half. They are bringing on Nzama Akko and taking off Luko Vakala. Let's see if the introduction of this young man, who's originally from the DRC, will change matters for the amateurs from the Western Cape. Trail to that goal from Chingi, scored after just 12 minutes. So we're underway here, second half. It's Paarl United in the black and yellow colours, Maritzburg in their traditional blue and white stripes, and looking to get a second straight away. They'll have the wind a little in their favour now. Maritzburg, the ball holding up as it's knocked forward by Paarl United. No changes, by the way, in the Maritzburg lineup. They did make 7 changes coming into this game from their last match in the league. Bit of a mix here from coach Simo Dudley. A couple of the new players getting an opportunity, some of the fringe players too getting a chance for a decent run out. Of course, he's chasing here with English, who had the last touch. That should be a corner. An early set piece opportunity here for Maritzburg. Let's see if they can curl this in. There'll be a bit of wind assist as well as it goes over the goalkeeper. Looked pretty close. Well, the back post.
You called in, Mark. You said curled it in. They used the wind to great effect. Unfortunately, it didn't work for them. But look how he bends it, and look what the wind does. It basically takes that ball towards the goal. Just a bit too much space on it.
A bit of anticipation from Sithole at the back post could have given Maritzburg a better opportunity.
Well, as much as they haven't been outclassed, Paarl United, as the game progresses, they're going to find the going a bit more difficult and tough. They need to ensure that at least they look to get that equalizer earlier on, because as long as the game progresses, it's going to go in favor of Maritzburg United.
Two other games kicking off also at 3 o'clock this afternoon in the Nedbank Cup. NC Professionals from Uppington, from the Northern Cape, 0-0 with Chippa United in Uppington this afternoon. And at the Free State Stadium, 2 ABC Motsepe sides from the third tier playing against each other. The general lead Madristas from Limpopo by a goal to 0.
Madristas, it sounds more like a Mexican team.
Yes. Or a Spanish side. We had Spain
Madristas,
yesterday.
Yes, Madristas, yes, that's right. We had Spain yesterday as well.
It's cut out by Jacobs. Now looking to get things going up front with Mudima. A little bit strong from Mudima, cleared up by Nkosi. This is Madlala looking for Sithole. Jacobs again. Ahmed, we've not seen enough from the key man in this Paarl United side. Team talk, I reckon, at half-time to get them all motivated for the second half. Ahmed now looking for Mudima. A little bit too strong, and Charlie will take his time here.
I suppose, as a coach, what do you say to your players? They've had a very competitive first half. You just got to motivate them and say, look, guys, do what you were doing, keep on believing, and you will definitely have a chance of coming back.
Konko, he's been the outstanding performer in this game so far, down the right-hand side for Maritzburg. Kawuti. Play on, says the referee. Sithole up front to Nkosi. Konko maybe trying to be just a little too clever at times. Certainly got the armory skills-wise with that famous Golden Arrows production line. Now, Sithole. Past Jacobs, does get the cross in eventually. This is Masuku beaten in the challenge by a man who's just come on, Ado. Ado again gets a good first touch in there. Masuku, the Zimbabwean international with a strong challenge, played for his country in the COSAFA Cup here in South Africa 3 years ago. Has been one of the regulars for Maritzburg this season. 14 of the 19 league games he started. Just gaining a bit of ground. Madlala is all running up front. Yulu, the skipper, heads it away. Turn from Nkosi, ball inside here to Chingi. Has a look to see if something's going down the right. Zondi, Musuku, Konko, teasing the defense. Now, can he get it square? They know what he's capable of, and it's good defensive work from Tiwani. He will never have been tested, Tiwani, as he's been tested by Konko in today's encounter.
Yeah, Konko has put him through his paces.
Musuku, chance now for Konko. English got the touch in there. Maritzburg bench suggesting that they might well have had a shot there from outside the area.
That back four is well organized, well structured. Haven't really been caught out. And they work for each other, Mark.
Here's Nkosi now. Good support on the overlap. Zondi, still Zondi. He's kept it in play. Can he get it across? He's got the corner, Zondi. That's good work by Zondi down the right-hand side. He has been in Maritzburg for several seasons now. In fact, Ernst Mittendorf gave him a debut a couple of seasons ago when he was still a teenager.
Well, English is not giving up the fight. He's fighting back and forcing Zondi to go outside. Gets at that. Look at English once again getting back.
Another curling corner. Chance at the back post. Sithole miscues it. Wide of the target.
Now we see a corner coming towards the far post. Not able to clear it. I think it comes off a Maritzburg flick. But Sithole there getting underneath it a little bit instead of getting over.
And on that occasion, the keeper stayed on his line. Last one he battled to deal with. Tiwani to take this free kick for Paarl United. Ado with a nice touch. Tiwani again. Ziobi is the key man that they're looking for up front. Maritzburg clear. English battling again with Nkosi, who's leading the line today for Maritzburg. Judas Mosiamedi on the bench today. I wonder if we're going to see him. He's had a bit of cup success in his time. Now Sithole. Nice idea from Nkosi. Sithole maybe not on the same wavelength. Ball kick it'll be. Don't forget Kaiser Chiefs coming up at 6 o'clock up against Milford from the second tier. That's live from Soccer City on your World of Champions, and that'll be the last of the matches here in the first round of the Nedbank Cup. No replays in this cup competition. You go straight to extra time and penalties if necessary. Sithole, Kewuti, Left-footed cross into the danger zone. Surely a chance here. Keeper makes a save, or was that a challenge from English that stopped the progress?
Well, I think
Musuku.
I think Mark English recovered very well. Made a huge error.
Ahmed now up against Madlala, gets the ball inside to Mudima. Mudima through the middle. Kawuchi making the challenge. He gets the foul. Eziobi the culprit.
Yeah, I see the ref has adjusted. It was start showing. I'd like to see that goal attempt again.
Ponko now looking for Sithole. Beating Jacobs. Can he get it square to Inculcate? It's behind him. And then it comes off Sithole. It wasn't the best of clearances from Tiwani. There will be a goal kick.
Yeah, Tiwani tempting fate. He should have get a bit of height underneath and just cleared it. But once again there, Maritzburg getting just behind that defense, and Kiwati very fortunate there. That ball could have gone anyway.
Now back with Maritzburg and Ponko, who is very quickly surrounded by players from the opponents, but still gets away. And yes, Sithole, they are toying with it now. Chingi, the goal scorer. Sithole again. Is someone going to take some responsibility? Opportunity at the back post, and then Ponko tries the effort. Goal kick it will be. Maritzburg making a bit of a meal of all of that.
Maritzburg getting into some excellent positions and circulating the ball, patiently looking for that moment to pull the trigger, and that's where that ball comes across, unfortunately behind him. And Kouti not able to get his foot around it.
Make an appeal for the penalty there when Ponko was brought down, but referee not interested. Sithole again. Another box entry for Maritzburg. Can they use it? Blocked by Jacobs. Madlala. Maritzburg have got a fair amount of support here as well, and they're getting a little frustrated with all of the possession and all of the opportunity. Failure to use it. Ado plays it square. That might have been a half chance for Paarl.
Very promising, playing those diagonal balls in. Ado there getting the cross in, cut back, but unfortunately nobody on the end of it.
Lots of space in the middle for Musuku. Now Nkosi, Konko, Kawuchi on the right. Not the best of passes, and Tiwani is really continuing to enhance his reputation at left back for Paarl United.
Yeah, first half he was at sea, but he's just managed to improve as the game has progressed. That's Tiwani. So Konko is the man. You can see the coach there shouting that Konko needs to get them forward. He needs to connect between the lines and service the likes of Sithole and company.
Tiwani turns on to attack. Eziobi, this will hang up there, and Charlie looked a little at sea, but his defenders sorted that out for him. Jacobs pace to this game.
Still a decent pace, and that diagonal balls which Paarl used so effectively. We saw the last one from Tiwani.
It's been a long road in the Nedbank Cup for them, but they're hanging on here. Yulu, the skipper, gives away the free kick. Got himself into a bit of trouble there.
Yeah, Nulu has to learn, Mark, that at times you just got to get the ball forward.
And he's struggling with a bit of cramp now. I think we're going to see a bit more of this. The fitness, obviously, of these players from Paarl will be questioned given the tempo of this game. They only train, as we said earlier, 4 times a week. Sometimes during the day to try and replicate the conditions that they might encounter. Sometimes in the evening as well, but he really is battling with cramp there.
Yeah, I think it's got to him. You can see he's lots of pain. I suppose most of these players are also working. Maybe this is something that they do on the side part-time. And the fitness is always going to be a telling factor as we're moving to the 60th minute.
Gentleman's been with us over the last 4 days looking after our truck. Don't know his name, but I do know it's his birthday, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, sir, for looking after our trucks. I think with the subs coming in, Maritzburg is going to just give another dimension to their play. Here we see.
Well, Yulu goes off now for further treatment. What you can do with made the one change at half time. So long range effort here with some wind assist. It's a good shot straight at target. Collected comfortably by keeper Norton. And that's kept us in play. Here they come now, Paarl United in search of an equaliser. Keeper was out, but I think not perhaps cognizant of the potential for the wind to just hold that ball up.
He hit it with the outside of the foot, but showed his class, showed why people rate him that highly.
And the Sile, too strong from him, and this will go out for a goal kick. Now the fitness will really start to come into question with 30 minutes to go. Maritzburg considering a couple of changes now themselves. From our vantage point, we can see Judas Moseamedi warming up. Just turned 30, Judas Moseamedi, so still got a fair number of years left in him. Obviously success previously in the Telkom knockout. Scored a goal in that final that they beat Supersport United in 2016. Now at the bottom of your screen, Moseamedi ready to come on. And also be bringing on the second change in the form of Siyabonga Khumalo, who's another player that they picked up from Golden Arrows at the end of last season, just to strengthen their squad. And while we have injury break for Charlie, the goalkeeper of Maritzburg, coach using the chance to get some instructions in. Maritzburg looking to make their changes too. Only looks to be okay. And Charlie. Moseamedi and Khumalo to come on. Khumalo on the left-hand side there was briefly at Galaxy the season they won the Nedbank Cup. Wasn't involved in that run, but on the books of the club. And Mosia Medi is on for Nkosi, who had a good run up front. Konko and Kuuti are coming off as well. The third change for Maritzburg will be Regan van der Ros. You see confirmation of those who are coming on as well as those who've gone off. Regan van der Ros in the Maritzburg lineup last season when they were in the PSL. Made his debut for Bloemfontein Celtic back in the 2020-21 season. And moved to Durban with the Royal AM franchise switch. Sent off to Maritzburg. And Luca was the coach when he made his debut for Celtic. So Kuuti off. Change. Let's see what effect it has. Sithole, Kuuti and Konko have departed. Mosia Medi, his first touch. Certainly a handful for those teenage defenders at the back there. This is a timely introduction in terms of fresh legs for Maritzburg. It's probably Paarl United who need fresher legs at this stage, but they're sticking with tried and trusted. They made just the one change at half-time with Ado coming on. As Ahmed, Banana clears. Ado. Still Ado. Taken away. Van der Ros now. Mosia Medi on the run. Be careful not to go offside. Van der Ros taking on English. Still Van der Ros. Cuts inside. That's the impact that fresh set of legs can make.
Yeah, Van der Ros making a great run there. Mosia Medi begging for the ball. Maybe should have released it, but once again he's put Paarl on the back foot. And these three subs are going to have a huge impact for Maritzburg United.
Van der Ros gets it into the middle. It's very quickly cleared by Kundisile. Madlana. Just trying to get a little too fancy there, Maritzburg, with the frustration of the bench. They want a simpler build-up. The ball out because there's another player battling with cramp. This time it's Tiwani. Some assistance from Van der Ros.
All boils down to conditioning. Obviously a team in the lower leagues don't have the same conditioning coaches, and yeah, it's starting to take its toll.
You work with youngsters like this at a similar level. Does it happen a lot?
Yeah, it's dependent on a lot of factors, Mark. It's not just the training, it's the diet, it's the rest, it's all the professional aspects that players from the higher leagues have, which these players don't. I'm sure they don't have the same gyms and physical trainers that I think Maritzburg and the rest have. And also, Mark, they haven't been exposed to this tempo of game. You know, when you play against the big boys, they really run you, and this is what likes of Konko and them did in the first half.
There's a mistake, it might be punished. Yes, Mosia Medi turns. Chingi, back heel, looking for Van der Ros. Again, they give the ball away. Nkosi this time. Looking to feed into Judas Mosia Medi, an established number 9, of course. Oh, that's dangerous. Is that a penalty or is that a free kick on the edge of the area?
Well, I don't know if he's pointing to the penalty. Was he on the line?
Yeah, I think the reaction from Katale with a wild attempt to clear the ball there is such that he realizes he's made a silly mistake. The challenge on Nkosi, and we will have a spot kick here which will allow Maritzburg a chance for a second.
Very unnecessary there. He fails in the first attempt, and then he does what you shouldn't be doing in the box. Clearly a penalty. Look what he does here. Dangerous play. Gets the ball, but he also gets the player in the process.
Yeah, Zondi brought down, so fairly simple decision for the referee. Sithole was also responsible for the first goal. He's a hard worker in the middle, but with perhaps limited experience at this level, and is paying a rather heavy price. Van der Ross responsibility, having just come on with the right foot. Van der Ross sends the keeper the wrong way. Maritzburg double the score, and they can now start looking towards the draw tomorrow night for a second round appearance in this Nedbank Cup. The side, of course, who've been to the final before Maritzburg. 2018, they lost to Free State Stars in Cape Town. And they haven't been past the second round since then. They've lost in the first round on 3 occasions since they made it to the final. But here, courtesy of Sithole, they are one step closer now. Well taken penalty from Van der Ross.
Well, now they have their backs to the wall. Paarl United, we did say in the second half, things are going to get a bit difficult, but lots of naivety from Sithole. There was no reason to execute that type of a bicycle kick in his goal area. Always dangerous.
Double change coming up for Paarl United. Wait for a break before that's the case. Van der Ross, the provider now, looking for Mosiamedi, lays it back, a shot saved by the keeper. Chance for Zondi to get on the score sheet, he misses out. Now there's going to be more chances, I fancy, in these closing stages. They are visibly tiring Paarl United, they're making a lot of errors. That's a throw-in in favour of Paarl, with pressure from Jacobs, but before he can get the throw-in, we are going to make the change. Andrews is coming on. He replaces Tiwani, who's gone off. There's Farouk Kadodia, the chairman of the club. Didn't see him arrive earlier, but here he is now. He could crack a smile. His team leading by 2 goals to 0. Doesn't look particularly happy on this Sunday afternoon. And then the second change coming on here for Paarl United is Amandla Kotelwa. They call him President Zuma in the club. They've made 3 changes now in total. Andrews, Kotelwa, and we saw Addo coming on at half-time.
Lots of desperation from Paarl at this stage of the game. They're chasing this game, 2 goals down. There's not much they can do.
Siamedi to the middle there, looking for Kumalo. 2 men came on at the same time. Kotelwa, his first touch, gives the ball away to Zondi. Van der Ross, Mosiamedi, surely offside, flags up.
Flags up, Mosiamedi looks like he's taken out the keeper with that shot. Yeah, miles offside.
Stood on the ankle of the goalkeeper. It's a chance for everybody to get a little bit of a rest here. He'll be happy with those stats. 7 saves made by Noto.
I said his work cut out, especially in the second half, where there was an onslaught from Maritzburg, and bringing in those 3 players really changed Van der Ros, Mosia made huge, and obviously Kumalo made a huge difference.
Medi's entree to the field doubles the number of internationals in the Maritzburg side. Musuku, the Zimbabwean, has won 4 caps for his country. Medi also played for South Africa in the Kusafa tournaments. It's poor from Van der Ros, doesn't find the man in the middle. This young man, English, has certainly impressed today.
He's been outstanding. It's just his maturity, Mark, the way he marshals that defense. As you said, they call him the principal. But he's a principal that leads by example.
Musuku. Just very simply the Zimbabwean central midfielder. And they won a free kick here. With a bit of wind as well behind them now, this is a chance to have a decent crack at goal. Chingi brought down by Ado. 15 minutes away from the end of this first round tie. Of course, one more to go on this Sunday, with Kaiser Chiefs coming up at 6 o'clock. I'm sure you're all getting ready for that particular encounter. This is the year the Chiefs see off the trophy drought. Van der Ros goes for goal, and a chance for Sithole on the follow-up. Reacted quickest and stuck it in the back of the net, and Sithole makes it 3-0 now. A much more convincing scoreline for Maritzburg United.
It's that time of the game where the more senior team, if you want to call it, takes the ascendancy. They still look very, very fresh compared to the Paarl players who look really like they've run their race.
First goal at senior level for Andiswa Sithole, his first season in the Maritzburg first team. He's played 11 of the 19 league matches in the starting lineup. Now grabs the goal, and there's that big smile too. 3-0 the scoreline. Biggest win on the weekend went in favour of Orlando Pirates with that 6 goals over Crystal Lake. Mamelodi Sundowns 6-1 over La Masia. There's still time for a decent scoreline here from Maritzburg.
We still have a lot of time left, 14 plus or 13 plus. And again, the keeper there making a meal of it, Noto. And the Ross driving that ball in, but once again, Sithole at hand.
Now Van der Ros out wide to Sithole. Could get another here. Mosia Medi waits. This is Chingi. Good defense. Ahmed takes it away. Chases on here for Mudiwa. He's hardly got any ball. The veteran Congolese, 32-year-old. One more change here now. Daka to come on. Looks as if Sithole, having scored that goal, will depart. To Mosia Medi.
Now they look together, consolation goal, Paarl. See number there on the ball, looking to run at the Maritzburg defense.
Ziobi, Ahmed, over the head of Ado. Van der Ros away. Mosia Medi again running the risk of going offside. Van der Ros. Daka, his first touch. Van der Ros again. English was in the way. Look at how that ball just hangs up there. This wind is
strong.
Not in favour of the team from the Cape.
Now they're going to keep it on the deck. Playing it in the air, it's not going to work for them.
Andrews. Carlisle has just come on as well. Ado chasing. Charlie with a clearance. A little hold up now as we see one more change for Paarl. Hamba Gala is on, and the 19-year-old Eziobe comes off. He did try his best in the early stages, but they were up against a strong defence today, were these youngsters from Paarl United. Now Mosiamedi, all on his own. Look at English. He certainly will attract some attention from whoever's watching, particularly down in the Cape.
Definitely a player to watch out for. I wonder what's his age, Mark?
I'll tell you now. 21.
Not a bad player. 21, holds his own.
Van der Ros to take it. Header. Oh, that's cleared off the line. Good strong effort from Musuku, the Zimbabwean, on his debut. So close to his first goal for Maritzburg.
Great defending there, just clearing it off the line, putting enough on it just to take it behind.
Yeah, that was definitely goal bound. Mosiamedi, Van der Ros cuts back, push down. What's the referee say? Play on. Maritzburg believe they deserve it of a penalty. Now Ado. Late challenge from Masuku means a free kick, no advantage. Referee was looking for advantage. That's good officiating. One more change now for Maritzburg. Bidana will be coming on, and the goal scorer Chingi is off. Bidana is a 21-year-old midfielder, was at Victoria Callies last season, originally with Bizana Pondo Chiefs. Under 8 minutes. What are the chances of a consolation goal, do you reckon, Farouk?
Well, I think it's slim, but I'd love to see one, Mark. I mean, it would just be so nice for these young players to go home and say we scored one against Maritzburg United.
So there is a romantic side to the coach. Not all just business.
Well, I think they've gained a lot of experience here this afternoon. If they take anything back from this game, it will be a lot of experience playing against a team in the higher league and holding their own for most of the first half.
Daka now. Madlala will go on the overlap. It's frustrating when you make that run and they are slow in the midfield. This is Kumalo.
The Kasi flavor from Kumalo.
Otherwise known as time wasting.
Yeah.
Daka. Suku still battling away. Shani, of course, will be keen for a clean sheet on his debut. I don't know. There might be a chance. Shot comes in. Wide a goal.
So the assistant has already flagged for an offside. See, they're very, very tight decision, but yes, definitely offside.
Now Ahmed. In from Jacobs. A little push there, I think, against Ikela. Zawula took over the captain's armband when Kawuti went off. Putting in a late flurry here, Paarl United, looking to see if they can get some sort of consolation. Suku. Zala now. Daka. United just chasing. I'm sure Monsieur Mehdi would like to have an opportunity. Daka, now, is he going to find Monsieur Mehdi? Here comes the cross. Disappointing one.
Weak effort there from Daka. Could have done better.
Clock says under 3 minutes to go, and if the referee has any mercy in him, I'm not sure he'll have that much time on at the end. It's a tired Paarl. It's a convincing scoreline from a Maritzburg perspective. They're just seeing out the game now, almost playing rondos here.
Yeah, he should do the right thing. This team has done well to keep the score to 3-0. They were just outclassed in the second half. And I think there you see the rondo running down the clock.
Supersport United, by the way, playing this afternoon in Polokwane in the African Confederation Cup, a match that they have to win to stand any chance of progress to the quarterfinals. They're up against an Egyptian side called Modern Future, and it's 1-all, with Supersport having come back after being 1-0 down after just 3 minutes. Later tonight, Sekhukhune United are playing against the Moroccan team, the Naissance Berkane, also at the same stadium at Peter Mokaba. Better chance. Oh, that's given away. Now, Monsieur Mehdi will be itching for an opportunity just to get a shot in at goal. Lala. Crowd are enjoying this. Not sure Monsieur Mehdi up front is. There's Monsieur Medina. He's come all the way back. I'd like to participate too. Masuku, Daka. Still in play. 3 minutes to be added on here. Monsieur Medi, he can ill afford to lose it here. They've kept it for so long. And then the big man up front goes and loses possession.
Yeah, just try to be too fancy. Should have played the way he faced. They had a good, I think, 30-odd passes there, Mark.
90% of possession in the last 10 minutes, no surprise. And Van der Ross takes us away. Van der Ross tries for goal. It took a little deflection. It should be a corner. There'll be one more set-piece opportunity as we head into stoppage time. So confirmation of those 3 added minutes. Suku, Baka, Medi, and they get the foul.
Well, Paarl not happy about having to chase the ball, and the complete dominance in this last couple of minutes from Maritzburg as far as possession is concerned, just toying with this Paarl team.
Let's give it away. Now, consolation opportunity perhaps. Runs into the wall that is Masuku, forward by Zondi, up to Monsieur Medi. English right on his tail, full of confidence, that 21-year-old.
Yeah, he hasn't given up the fight. He's not interested in the score. He's just happy to be playing.
Here they come with Ado, with Mudima. Has he got anything left in the legs? Inside to Ado again. There's the return pass. Ball, a square one across goal. No Ahmed in place. Van der Ross. Traces on for Madlala. Just 2 reminders for you again. Kaiser Chiefs at 6 o'clock against Milford, the last of the first round games in the Nedbank Cup, and then the draw tomorrow at the Supersport Studios, also 6 p.m. Second round, you'll find out who your team will be taking on in the next round of the Nedbank Cup. We return with DSTV Premiership action in midweek. Amazulu away at Mamelodi Sundowns on Tuesday. There's Cape Town City and Supersport United, who met each other in the first round of this competition just a few days ago. They'll be at it again in the DSTV Premiership.
Well, with seconds to go, I see...
yeah, they want to bring on a player when all this really does is take time away from them. This is Shoaib Suleiman, who I'm sure has been itching to get an opportunity, and he'll have virtually seconds to play.
Well, I tell you, he's not happy. Nobody will be happy with coming on and not possibly even touching the ball.
Go into the right back role. Yeah, that's no football for Suleiman. The final whistle here. Maritzburg United comfortably through to the next round. This long adventure for Paarl United. 8 matches to get this far in the competition has come to an end, and no David versus Goliath slaying here this afternoon in KwaMashu. They were leagues apart really in terms of quality, and Maritzburg now the 3rd team from the Motsepe Foundation Championship who are into the second round draw. Thoughts from you, please, Farouk?
Well, I tell you, I give Paarl United 100% for effort. They gave it their all, came in the first half and surprised us for the type of football they played, well organized tactically. But as we said, Mark, the second half, you're going to have problems against a team of this pedigree of Maritzburg United, having played in the Premiership, having lots of quality players. It was going to be a test, and you can see there the coach likes Ahmed.
Yeah.
And yes, I think they will take a lot away from this game.
So the goal